Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the owner, the promoter of BCW. That's Bree Combination Wrestling, Mr. Anthony Cole.
Thank you, Mark. I love being here. I love Shadow Wrestling Podcast, man. You guys are awesome.
The official podcast for Bree Combination Wrestling.
True indeed.
We have pretty much, all three of us have done commentary for BCW, so that's awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we are coming off of the Grand Dragon tournament. We crowned the first ever Grand Dragon champion there, BCW, with Anthony Gangone with the help of Prince Nana. Big
Yes.
deal indeed, man. How are you feeling coming off that show?
Oh man, that was wonderful. It was exactly the way I anticipated it going. It was full of ups and downs, some tremendous matches, some very surprising things happened in some of these matches. So I was a fan of the show myself. Yes.
That's awesome. So what stood out to you the most? Like, what were some of those matches for you that stole the show?
Oh man, starting off with Anthony Gangone and Daniel Alexander. What a great match. Like, I'm looking at Daniel Alexander, this kid has potential. I like the way he handled himself in the ring, and that was great. And then from that match, we went straight into Ruthless Lala Jay Bougie. And that match, oh my God, in the stands, in the fans, it was all over the place. And it was great. Like, they really pushed each other to the limit. So,
Hell yeah, man. For me, I have to say that the match that really stood out for me, and mind you, I mean, I was backstage helping out, but like I did commentary for I think 3-4 matches after intermission. But the one that really stood out for me was Darius Carter versus Christina Marie.
Oh my God.
That match. Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I knew courageous Christina was courageous, but man, she should
tenacious.
Right, exactly, tenacious. Yes, what a match. Oh my God. Yeah.
Talk about hard hitting. She did not waste any time. With the bell rang, she went right after Darius Carter, showed no fear, showed, dare I say, almost no respect to the reign that he's had. Just really took it to the limit with him. I really thought for sure Christina Marie was going to move on to be the next Grand Dragon champion. Someone to keep an eye on for sure, though.
Definitely. Yes.
So with that being said, no, we have some other shows coming up. But before we get into that, we have to address that there's an elephant in the room here regarding, it's a big elephant, regarding the World Heavyweight Championship. So we have a couple shows coming up here, one of which is being Christmas with a Vengeance, December 17th at the Mecca of the Northeast, Richfield, New Jersey. And we also have a Puerto Rico show coming up that's December 4th.
Yeah.
Both of which, as I understand, Marina Shafir will not be on the show. Your feelings on that? What is going on with the World Heavyweight Championship?
I'm saddened that Marina won't be able to make these shows, but she does have other obligations and other commitments.
Yes, as we all know, AEW, right? She's killing it over there.
Yes. With that schedule picking up the way it is, I understand that sometimes the little brother got to take the backseat to the big brother. So, I let her work with the big brother for now, but then, we hope to see her back at BCW as soon as possible. She's been a great champion. She's represented the company. She's, took that belt and really put some prestige on it. So, I want to congratulate her on much, much more success.
And on the PWI Women's 150 for the first time. Yes. So congrats to her.
Yes, indeed.
BCW was mentioned on there by name.
Yes, sir. Bree Combination Wrestling. I love that. Yes, indeed.
But yeah, I mean, yes. So, I'm sure it must be frustrating not having a world champion on these cards, but at the same time, you do understand, the larger obligation that she has to AEW. And yes, she's been killing it. The more she's doing on there, the better it is for her, the better it is for AEW, and the better it is for BCW in a sense.
Exactly.
But what is the feeling with the locker room with that, though? You definitely have Darius Carter being very vocal. What does that mean for the locker room vibe?
My locker room. It's so funny. My locker room has become full of people that are hungry for a championship shot. And I mean, I can't blame them, and they're saying, well, if Marina is not here to defend the title, I'm here, right?
Mhm.
So what about me? And I'm looking at these guys like, you know what? That's what we do this for, right? We do this to be crowned the best of the best, and in order to become the best of the best, you got to beat the best, but the best has to be available, right? So I get it. I understand, their thoughts, their frustration, but with time, we'll fix all that as well. So
Absolutely. I mean, I definitely understand. Like, hey, not for nothing, like local Brock Lesnar when he was the World Heavyweight Champion WWE, even Roman Reigns right now, they're not necessarily on every show,
exactly. Yep.
but they keep the ship running. And that's
Yes.
exactly what BCW is doing right now. Hey, you just crowned, like I said, a brand new champion
Right.
in Anthony Gangone. You have Ruthless Lala holding down the fort. You have the BCW Tag Team Champions, Blonde Force Trauma, holding down the fort right
Yes,
now.
indeed.
So
Mhm.
that is great. So what does that mean then for the next two shows? You have the show in Puerto Rico with Shadow Wrestling Alliance, and then Christmas with a Vengeance here. What can we expect going into these two shows then without the World Heavyweight Champion?
Well, without the world heavyweight champion, like I said, it is sad that she's not going to be there. But my other champions are gonna keep the company on their back, and they're gonna represent. We're taking Anthony Gangone and Ruthless Lala to Puerto Rico, and they're gonna, put on a tremendous event. I'm sure of it, and they're gonna keep the company in everybody's eyes. They're gonna represent in Puerto Rico as well as they do here in New York. So I'm looking forward to that.
Do you have the matches lined up yet for Puerto Rico? Who
We're still
their
working
opponents
on
will be?
that. We're still working on that right now, but we'll be releasing that in the next day or two.
Awesome, awesome. But no, that's great though. You have two champions representing in Puerto Rico.
Yes,
I know Darius Carter put up a tweet, with a interesting, but as much as we love Darius, as much as he's been the face of the company, he currently is not a champion right now. So like
unfortunate. I mean, he's the people's champ. He's definitely the people's champ. But unfortunately, right now he is not the champion. You know.
Right. What better to have represent BCW than actual BCW Gold going over there,
Yeah.
showcasing to the world that these are world champions. So definitely understand that. But now Christmas with a Vengeance. So what is the marquee match going there? What are some matchups you're looking forward to? Are we allowed to talk about any of them yet? We have
Yes,
two that are announced so
definitely.
far. We have Vinny Pacifico versus Daniel Alexander, and we also have Darius Carter announced today against Steve Monster Mac.
Nice. Ooh.
Woo. Ooh, that one has a little flavor to it.
That's
Um,
yes.
what
Yes.
else can we expect? What is like the main event here that we're looking forward to?
Oh man, the main event on this card is gonna be Ruthless Lala taking on Brittany Blake, actually. So that's an exclusive right there, Mark. This is gonna be the
Oh,
big match. This is gonna be what I'm looking for. Like Lala, she'll be fresh back from Puerto Rico, defending her title, and then she'll come back to New York. And hopefully, she does great in Puerto Rico when she brings that Puerto Rican momentum back here to New York and keeps it going. You know?
Brittany Blake is a great opponent for Ruthless
Yes.
Law. Would love to see that two contrasting styles.
Mhm.
Uh, yet like it's yeah, that'll be fire. So what happens, like hypothetically, what happens if Ruthless Law does lose the championship in Puerto Rico? Is she who are they facing, like local Puerto Rican talent, or are they
Yeah.
facing okay, so
Puerto Rican talent. Yeah.
what happens then? Like if a
Whew.
championship is lost to a Puerto Rican talent?
Man. You know what, Mark? I have gone over that scenario over a million times in my head, and I do not even know what would happen if somehow Ruthless Lala had to come back to New York without the BCW Women's Championship belt. I
I
don't
mean,
even want to think about that. It's a possibility, though.
it's a possibility. It's a bigger situation when Isaiah Wolf stole the championship from her. It's a bigger situation here. It's an
Yeah,
international problem.
right. It's a natural problem. Hmm. Let's just pray that that doesn't happen.
You didn't think this all the way through,
I
did
did
you?
that I did not think it all the way through. Right? Jeez.
Damn. That's gonna be some extra flyer miles you got to put out there.
Yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, though, I mean, this is a great moment here for BCW. This is the first time going overseas, right, as a promotion.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Mm.
So, how did this come about? Like, what does this mean to you and the promotion and to the talent?
Oh man, this is just the start of things to come. You know, it's always been our dream to not just be local here in New York, New Jersey, but to also, make some waves international. And I know that Puerto Rico was still US territory, but it's outside of the tri-state. So in and of itself, that's a big accomplishment. You know, I like working with the guys at Shadow Wrestling Alliance. We've done some pretty good business over the last couple of months. And I think that this move to Puerto Rico was going to help elevate both companies. And that I'm really looking forward to. And the talent is excited about it. It's the first time they've all traveled together as a group representing, the same cause. So it's going to be a positive thing. I'm looking forward to it.
That's gonna be a fun trip, man. Are any
Yeah.
commentators going? Any commentators?
You know what? Let's go, Mark. Come on, we need you.
I gotta talk to the wifey about that. That'll be news right here.
Yes.
But no, in all seriousness, no, that is so great for the promotion to get out there to expand to a new audience. Puerto Rico, they love their wrestling over there.
Yes.
It's a big deal, so expect a hot crowd, man.
Yes. And then we got some TV tapings coming up. The show is on December 4th. And we're testing the Wi-Fi right now because if everything goes right, we will be broadcasting live from Puerto Rico. And what we'll do is we'll set up a venue out here in Queens, and then everybody could come to that venue and watch, Shadow Wrestling Alliance, BCW in Puerto Rico broadcast here in New York. So we'll do our
Boom.
own watch party. Yeah.
Boom. That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, is this going to be streamed through the app? BCW
It's
has an
going to
app
be
now.
BCW.TV. Yes, indeed. BCW, BRIICW.TV. It will be streamed through the app. Yes, indeed.
Now, talk to me about this, man. The app came live like shortly before the Grand Dragon tournament.
Yes.
So let's talk more about this right here. I mean, other promotions they usually go through Fight TV, Title Match, or IWTV. But are those relationships still valid with BCW, or is
Yes,
this
yes.
solely
We
with
are,
the app now?
we are definitely still on those networks, Title Match, IWTV, Fight TV. Yeah, we definitely have the partnerships with them. But, we also need our own app, something you can take on the go. And with the BCW app, you're going to get to see a lot of things on the app that you wouldn't necessarily see on those networks. Or on the app, you'll get some behind the scenes footage. You'll get to see Curtain Call with Jimmy J. We'll get to see more Shot of Wrestling podcasts on the application as well.
Hell
You
yeah,
know,
that's news to me. So that's awesome.
yeah. With the app, we have the ability to load up everything we want to load up. So it'll be all in one place for all of our BCW faithful to have a one-stop shop and get everything they need to get. So
That is amazing, man. Like we see that with WWE. They obviously have their own app. We've seen it with I believe AEW might have their own app as well.
mhm.
Impact, the major promotions, but we don't necessarily see that in the indie level. So that's cool that you're taking to the next level. What inspired you to do that?
Well, that's just it. We got to take it to the next level, right? We got to give the people what they want and an ability to be mobile and still have everything in the palm of your hand. That's the wave of the future. So we got to be on that wave as well.
That is awesome, man. Forward thinking right there. Anything cool. That is why BCW, it's not just another local indie promotion. No, we are thinking big picture here. I am pumped for it. December 4th and December 17th, two shows almost back to back. Get your tickets now. Available on Eventbrite.